Hello everybody, it is 8 o'clock. I am going to wait just a little bit so we can get started on how to create a beautiful cut crease with a spoon. So I'm going to play some little nice relaxing music while we wait. And thank you again for joining me, and I hope all of you are having a wonderful Monday, your first Monday of the new year. All right. Okay. Pulling up my music app, and we'll have some music really soon. There we go. All right, so let's get started with how to create a beautiful cut crease using nothing else but a spoon. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face because all I have on legit right now is just eye makeup. So you want to make sure you always prepare your face first before makeup application. So I did wash my face first with our Pore Purifying cleanser. I then toned with our fabulous rose water, which I have here handy with me. After that, I used our night cream instead of the daytime moisturizing cream because it's nighttime. And Glorious primer, of course. And I already put some eye primer on my eyes and my eyebrows. And so you can tell this eye is done. Of course, I have my gorgeous 3D lashes on. And let's get started. Alright, so we're going to be playing around with palette number 2. This is a beautiful palette, especially for smoky eyes. Beautiful. Has a lot of the golds and the silvers. So I'm going to get my tethered brush out. This is a brush that I use by Sephora. Nice and fluffy brush. I'm going to go in first in the color Honorable. And so we're going to create a transition color first. That way it'll make everything easy to blend in together. Nice, beautiful, gorgeous color. Okay. So now I'm going to get out my spoon. And I'm going to use this brush right here. My liner shader brush made by Unique. And I'm going to use the shader side. And I'm going to dab it in this color Coffee. Make sure you use very little. Very little goes a long way with Unique. And you can always build up if you need to. It's harder to build down, much easier to build up. With this spoon, I'm just going to place it right on my lid. It's just a little bit out. I'm going to go in very softly. And if you need to do this twice, you may. And I kind of like angle it up and back in. And it creates a nice sharp cut crease. And so what I do now is just kind of blend it in just a little bit. That way it doesn't look so sharp. But we are going to continue blending it in, not to worry. It's going to look gorgeous by the time we are done with it. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my Splurge cream eyeshadow in the color Victorious. Make sure you can see that. This is a perfectly nude matte color. And I'm going to be using our cream shadow brush, also by Unique, which is the best for our Splurge shadows. Nice, beautiful nude color. I'm just going to dab some onto my eyelid. And I'm actually using this color as a base. So I'm going to put another color on top of it. This color is just absolutely gorgeous. In one of our newer matte Splurge cream shadows. Because before then we used to only have nothing but shimmer. So I'm so happy we have these nice, beautiful matte cream eyeshadows finally. Okay, again, that is the color Victorious. And now we're going to go back in with our palette number 2. And this time I'm going to use the angled sponge shadow brush. And I'm going to use the sponge side of the brush. And we are going to go in with the color Romantic. Actually, no, I'm sorry. We're going to go in with the color Blissful. We're going to use Romantic later, but we're going to go in with Blissful. And the reason you want to do your eyeshadow first before you apply any face makeup is so should any makeup fall in your eye, you'll be able to clean it up first before applying your foundation and your concealer. Nice, beautiful, shimmering color. I love it. Okay, going in with a little bit more Blissful. Absolutely love this color. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go back in with this nice tethered brush from Sephora. And I'm going to go back in with the color Honorable. And we're just going to go back into the crease to kind of blend everything out nice and smooth. This is a little process right here. You want to be patient. You don't want to rush this. And all you're really doing is just blending in. Blend, 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 blend. Look at how beautiful this is coming out. Gorgeous, right? Just adding a little bit more color on this side. All right. And so now I'm going to go in with this deluxe brush from Sephora. We also have one with Unique, but I actually like to use my Sephora one with shimmery colors. I use my Unique one for matte colors. So I like to keep my brushes away. If I use one brush on shimmery colors, I don't like it to touch matte shadows and vice versa. So that's why you might be wondering, why isn't she using her Unique brush? She uses it all the time. That's why, because I'm going in with a shimmery Romantic color. We're going to place it very lightly underneath the brow to create a little highlight. And very lightly, because this color can be very overpowering as well. So as you can see, I'm kind of just blotting it on versus applying it. Gonna go back in with my nice little crease type brush. Looking really good. All right, so let's go ahead and finish. So I'm gonna get out my liquid eyeliner in the color Perfect. Love the felt tip pen. Allows for very precise application. All right, now to wing it, I like to do the wing first and then connect it in. Nice and beautiful wing. So what do you all think so far? Looks really cool, right? And all it was a spoon trick. And you create this nice, beautiful, flawless cut crease. So now let's go ahead and finish and add on our eyelashes and the rest of our face. Alright, so first I'm going to use an eyelash curler just to curl my lashes up a little bit. And you want to hold it in for 5 seconds. Yeah, my seconds are probably slow. I probably did it longer than that. But you don't really need any more than 5 seconds. For those who've watched me before know I'm a little OCD, so I have to do it a certain amount of times when it comes to that part. Alright, magic mascara time. Reformulated Fiber Lashes Plus. Brand new brush. You're going to be amazed. You're going to be amazed when you see how it comes on. So here's a brand new brush. And so here's a little tip. Typically I will tell you to go from gel and then quickly onto the fibers. Well, this time I'm going to ask you to actually wait a little bit after this application before moving on to the other steps. So right now I'm applying the gel and I'm coating my entire lashes like I will with regular mascara. And I'm just going to let it dry for just a little bit. Okay. And that way it'll allow me to capture more fibers like I have on this eye right here. And create a nice little flawless look. So while that dries, I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara on my lower lashes on this eye. I typically don't, but some of you like to, so I want to show you what that look will look like should you decide to use it on your lower eyelashes. I'm not going to use the fibers under my lower eyelashes. I do not want my lower eyelashes to be long. But you can definitely do that if that is your preference. Alright, beautiful. Okay, so now let's go back to this side. So let's go back in again with the gel. This is step 1. Coat our entire eyelashes with it. Don't you love the open bottle? See, that way you can tell how much product you have left. And it has a little window wiper in here actually. So funny. That way you only use the amount of gel that you need, and that way fibers don't go into the actual gel and dry it up. Alright, so now here's the fibers. And you go at the end of your eyelashes. To apply the fibers. And this is where the magic starts to happen. Really feeling this music over here. Alright, and so now we're going to let this dry before we seal them in. Gorgeous! Eyelashes really do make a difference. Okay, so while we are letting it dry, let's go ahead and put on our foundation and put on the rest of our look. So I am going to go in with my liquid foundation, and I'm going to be using my liquid foundation brush as well. So I'm using the color Chiffon. Always remember, if you notice right here how the ingredients are kind of separated, you want to make sure you shake it vigorously for a good 30 seconds. That way the ingredients all mix back together. And I'm going to go in with my liquid foundation brush. You're going to put a few drops here in the recessed area and go all into the face. This has also been called our liquid gold in our Photoshop in a bottle. Jenny McCarthy lives by this actually. It's one of her favorite products. So we're going to go in with just 3, 4, 5 drops. That's all. I love that it's a dropper so I can control how much I use. And we're just going to spot it and then blend it all into our face. And I did a quick check of my eye makeup to see if I needed to clean up anything underneath before I put on foundation. And I didn't see that I had any eyeshadow that fell too dramatically onto my face. So that's something you can do. Well, that's actually a tip I give. Before you apply your foundation on, make sure you have no eyeshadow on your face. Or make sure you've cleaned it up before you apply the eyeshadow. I love this brush because you can get into every crease and crevice ever so easily. And go into the neck. That way you don't have that weird funky foundation line. Alright, so now let's go ahead and seal in the eyelashes. Look how gorgeous. Alright, so now I'm going to go in a little bit on my lower lashes. And then we're going to go in with some concealer, bronzer, and some lip color, and then we will be done and have a nice finished cut crease look. What are y'all thinking so far? Alright, so now let's go in with some concealer. I am going to go in with the color Taffeta, which is interesting because I usually go in with organza a lot. And organza is 2 shades lighter than my foundation is because I absolutely love it. And I'm going to also be using a blending bud. I did forget to run my blending bud under water. I'm not going to go run and do that right now. You typically want to use your blending bud when it's damp, not when it's dry. That way it'll make it much easier to blend everything in nice and smooth. But I'm just going to wing it. Alright, so I'm going in again with the color Taffeta, which is 1 shade lighter than my actual foundation. So you can go use the same color, or you can go 1 or 2 shades lighter. I typically go 2 shades lighter. Today I just felt like going 1 shade. Going 2 shades lighter, I use it a lot to highlight my face. If I use my own concealer, well, let me rephrase that. If I use the same exact shade as my foundation, then I'm going to use that on my face to cover like acne, other little scars, or skin discoloration, okay? But for other than that, for under the eye, you should go either 1 to 2 shades down. But if your main purpose is to conceal different parts of your face, then you want to go with the same shade as your foundation. Okay, and the reason you want to do an upside down triangle is because it's going to lift your face up. And you can already see how it has flawlessly concealed it up in comparison to this eye. Probably should have did this before I did my lower lash line, but it is a-okay. Alright, so now let's go on with this eye and do the same thing. because look at how it's really waking up my face. Okay, so let's go ahead now and finish the rest up. I am going to be going back in with my palette. I'm going to go in with the color Peppy. I'm going to be using my Crease brush. Let me find it. All my brushes. I didn't prepare for this one. Of course, it would be the one brush that I didn't pick up, right? Okay. Love these eyelashes. Alright, so I had to take a quick look because I saw my eyelashes like, wow, those are amazing. Okay. Alright, so going back with this, I'm going to use this as my, instead of using eyeliner to do my lower lash line, I'm going to use eyeshadow with my crease brush. I'm just dabbing it in ever so lightly because I'm also trying to eliminate any eyeshadow from falling down on my face since I already applied everything else. Now I only like to go from the middle and out. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Gorgeous, right? Alright, so we are almost done. So all we got to do is our cheeks. Or actually, I'm just going to bronze up just a little bit and our lips and we'll be good to go. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get out my bronzer. And I'm getting it out in the color Hermosa. And we are almost done. And what I'm going to do first, I'm going to get out my powder puff brush. And we are going to go right in the center of the palette. And with the darker side, I'm going to make sure it's on top of my powder puff brush. And we're just going to do a number 3. And what this does, it gives my face an instant bronze. As you can see, I have a nice, more soft glow on this side of my face than I do on this side. Do the same on the other side. And all we do is the number 3. And we're going to go down the center. Okay, so I'm going to put that brush away, and I'm going to go with my oval brush. This is not a unique brush. This is actually a dupe. I did not buy the actual oval brushes. They are way too expensive, and I do not have that kind of money. But these brushes work just as fine. This was, I bought this actually on Groupon. So if you want a Groupon code, let me know, and I can give you my Groupon referral. So I'm going to do the same thing, go right in the center, and while making sure the darker side of the palette is on the top side of the brush this time. And I'm just going to go into my cheek where this line would typically form. Don't know what to call it other than that. So I guess your cheekbone area. And I'm going to use this in place of blush as well. So I'm only going to the cheeks and back up. Very nice, right? Now I like the brush because it bends, so it is okay to go like this. That way you can keep the darker side of the palette up there on the upper part of the brush. And now let's do the same onto this side. Now, if you wanted to, you could actually contour with the bronzer and with these brushes, but I'm not going to do too heavy contouring right now. It is nighttime also. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in a little bit on the dark matte side, and I'm just going to do some shadowing. So make certain parts of my face appear smaller, is basically what that means. And so I'm going to go back in with that nice powder puff brush. Had it upside down. And just kind of blend everything in nice and smooth. Alright, so all we need now is some lip color and we will be done. I gotta put this away first. I'm one of those people, I like to clean up as I go along in my station. Same when I cook. Alright, so let me put this away, and we are going to do an ombre lip look actually. I'm going to use two of our brand new Splash liquid lipsticks. So we are going to go in with Spontaneous and Sentimental. So I'm going to go in with Sentimental first since it is the lightest color. So I like to do my ombre lips a little different. This pounds on a lot of color, so be very light with it. Look how pretty that color is. And this color again is Sentimental. Beautiful color, right? Okay, got one more color we're going in with. Let me put Sentimental away. And we are going to go in with Spontaneous, which is a little bit darker. And so this is the ombre lip look we're going to create. So what I'm going to do with this Splash color, I'm going to go out on the outer edges, in the outer parts of my lips, keeping Sentimental in the center. So you can see how I will do my ombre lip look. I had a little bit too much come out. Sorry, I'm here cleaning up. There's a lot of color that came out. As you can see, that's a lot of color, and I don't need that much. Alright, so now here we go. And there you go. Nice little ombre look. Just hate when I have a little mess right here. Just trying to clean it all up before I put my brush back inside. Oh, I love these colors. So nice and bold. Alright, so that's it. So let me know what you thought about this cut crease look. So you see those little emojis down there, so show me a thumbs up if you like what you saw, a heart if you love what you saw, a wow if you're just like amazed by what you just saw. And now you know how to do a cut crease with using nothing more but a spoon. I hope you really all enjoyed. Catch me for the next Makeup Monday on next Monday. Adios, everyone.